English paper is itself is the answer paper.
Good morning children, welcome to our Aravind Mysa vlogs channel. Regarding upcoming SSC public examinations, we are doing videos for suggestions and tips and also awareness. In the part of this, today my friend Zakir sir gives you suggestions and tips about English language. English is an international language. All of you know it's a wonderful language. It's a global language. More than 50 countries and 27 non-sovereign entities over the world having an official language. If you go anywhere, if you go abroad for studies and for job purpose, you have to know minimum English. You have to speak English. You must know English. After completion of your SSC public examinations, it's my suggestion. You have to concentrate on English as well as computer knowledge. You must take time and concentrate on English crash courses and also computer courses because importance and impact is there in our lives, especially for students. Okay, now my friend Zakir sir gives you suggestions and tips. Please sir, continue.
Okay, thank you very much, sir, for your presentation of and enchanting presentations. It shall be deemed that it's my honor and privilege to take a class on behalf of Mysa Aravind Blacks.
Okay, so thank you sir.
I am here to tell important class today for the regarding of English examinations which is offering in a further month. That means we are going to write the next month. So English is the global language and it's a foreign language. Everybody feels that when English comes in front of us, we just feel devil. We should stand devil between the deep blue sea. Everything turns pandemonium. We should not do anything. We confused and we are not able to do our paper perfectly. That's why we are losing so many marks due to pandemonium. That means confused. English is the cakewalk language, I think so. It's just like a cakewalk. That means that English paper is itself is the answer paper. So we have to use our perception and logical sense to pick the answers and write in proper way. That is the main art. So I am here to tell the important instructions and guidelines how to get more marks in English examination. You are all fortunate enough for here that you have get only one paper instead of two papers. So you have to grab this opportunity to get more marks. Today I am going to show and explain how the examination pattern of this year for 80 marks and total questions are 36. Questions comes from the textbook and others comes from the out of textbook. That means independent textbook. So this is a pattern clearly, crystal clearly, candidly, lucidly I have written on the blackboard. Guess its meaning. When you read the passage perfectly, you get an idea that this passage from which lesson you imagine that. You get an idea and gist and summary of the lesson and you have to an idea and the information regarding that message, that passage. Okay. And there are questions. You have to write the answer. So every question has marks, 3 marks. That means 4 questions marks gets 3 marks into 4 into 3 is 12 marks. So question paper answers are already given. You just pick the right answers. So there is a tips I am going to present that the question, if the question asked in the present tense, for example, what do you think? Your answer should be in present simple. Okay, you take the answer 3 or 4 sentences and the answer should be in lucid language and and that means in the clear language, and you should use the simple language to get more marks. You have to write at least 3 to 4 sentences, appropriate sentence, correct sentence. Okay, and syntax must be correct, and you take no spelling mistakes. If you get one spelling mistake, marks will be reduced. Okay, are you getting me what I am telling? Okay, and it's very simple. You read perfectly. If you don't understand, read once again. Definitely you get an idea what is the message and what is the information given in the passage. Definitely you will get the answer. Okay. So you just take this is a first question you are going to attempt to. You have to take the paper should be, the answer scripts paper should be proper layout and given the proper margin, and you have to write legible handwriting, and take 16 to 18 lines or hardly 20 lines enough. Okay. So second question comes to 5 to 8. This is also comes from textbook. The construction should be very important. So you write the sentence with the capital letters and put the full stop when the sentence ends. This is very important, and no spelling errors should be done. Okay, there is a little bit confused. What the 8th question usually ask there are some statements given. You have to pick the 3 true statements. This is very confused. When you read 4 or 5 sentences, every sentence looks the same true, but there is literally there is some mistake. You have to put and you have to write and select 3 true sentences. If you write 4, you don't award the marks. You have to select only 3. This is very important. Question number 9 to 12. This is the out of textbook. This is particularly comes pie charts, T diagrams and flow charts. The information, it is very easy one. So you just, when you read perfectly, you get an idea that what the chart got information. You just title. You just write the title of the charts, and you have to collect the information, and you just read the question and write to appropriate answer. So in the 13th question, grammar, vocabulary and sometimes active voice, passive voice given, and question tags, and sometimes there are connecting words: when, while, not only but also, nevertheless, since. These are the connecting words. You have to connect such sentences. It's very simple. Okay. Now I would like to give one example about the question tags. It is very important. Question tags. So already you know that about the question tag. Question tag is nothing but a statement helping verb with pronoun. Okay. When the positive statement question tags turns into negative, when the negative question tag is there, positive question tag is there. So let me give an example. I am a doctor. Okay, I am not a doctor. I am a doctor, am not I is wrong. You just write aren't I. This is a very important thing. You just memorize in your mind that am not I is the absolutely wrong. You have to write aren't I. Features of the letter. Letter should be readable, legible handwriting, and a courteous heading, and salutation is there, and complimentary ending is must be there. Okay, and first letters contains how many parts? First station and date. For example, station top of the right, that means Hyderabad. This is the date. Okay, and date should be 2 digits, month should be 2 digits, and year should be 4 digits. That means 2023. This is the correct. You have to put the comma and full stop here. Salutation, just my capital letter, my small letter D, my dear. Always you have to write the friend's name. Don't write the friend. You write my dear Ramesh, my dear Swati, like this. And letter should be at least 3 to 5 paragraphs. First paragraph and last paragraph will be small and the rest of the paragraphs will be big. The courteous opening should be there, letter. When your friend going to read, he must be feel pretty much happy. Comes to the body of the letter. So already the hints given in the question paper, you just collect all the information and put it down in the body of the letter. Okay. Subscription is nothing but signature. So you have to write yours. It's very important. Yours. Don't put the apostrophe. If you, Y should be capital letter. Don't write the small letter. Always Y should be capital letter. Okay. Yours loving. And if you write business letters or official letters, yours truly. Don't write your name and don't write your hall ticket number. Just a signature like this. X and keep the full stop here. Superscription. To address. When you write the to address like this way, to, and you write his address, comma, lastly full stop. Don't put the comma to the to. 15th is the minor discourse M and D. This is an acronym for the remembering. M and D means message, notice and diary. You have to take the perfect layout and you should maintain the brevity and you should write at least 50 to 60 words enough. You take one page, it is enough. Don't extend the other page. So you will get the 5 marks. Okay. And there is 16th question out of textbook. Particularly it asks poster, invitation, profile. Invitation, you are writing. So invitation and poster is an artistic way. For example, if you invite perfectly or smartly, the people will come to our home. For example, there is a question asked that housewarming is there. Housewarming is there. So you have to invite. So first you have to write the layout. You have to write the house. It's very simple. Yum. 3 M's. Okay. This is house. This is a car with beautiful trees, gardens. This is a minor discourse. You just write the diagram or draw the diagram in an artistic way. One should love it and evaluators should be award more and more marks. 16 questions you concluded part A. That means you have completed 60 marks. Well, I would like to tell a acronym that is shampoo. That is shampoo, just to remember. Shampoo is nothing but there are figure of speech law, that means simile, hyperbole. Okay? These are all the figure of speech, particularly simile and metaphor frequently asked. So let me give one example that simile is nothing but comparison of two unlike things with the help of like, as, so. For example here, for instance, our soldiers fight like lions, like as given. So that is the simile. Metaphor is the same thing, same meaning. But comparison between two unlike things without taking the like, as, so, without using. That is the metaphor. For example, metaphor is like that. So as, the meaning is same. This is a metaphor. Oxymoron is nothing but two contradict words. Two opposite words gives the different meaning. That is the oxymoron. For example, it is open secret. Open, secret, both are the contradict words, opposite in meaning. But here the poetic device is different. It is open secret. 22 to 26 textbook. So this is the editing section. So a passage is given. There must be errors are occur. You just correct the errors and some letters are missing and some words are missing, some words are jumbling. Look down, down look, like this. You have to correct the and rewrite the sentence. Okay, sometimes articles also asked. You have to read the passage, and according to the passage, the question, how he asked the question, that in that way you just to answer it. Okay, and 27 to 31. This is out of textbook. This is known as closed test. This is also the prepositions, conjunctions given. You just read the passage and how the passage indicates, that in that way you just to proceed the answers. Okay, and lastly 32 to 36. This is also the passage, a textbook, and write as directed. So some questions is given that he asked you have to write in this direction. You just pick the answer from the questions. In that passage there must be objective type. Sometimes antonyms asked.
Regarding exams, don't be panic. If you panic, you forgot your known answers also. You write exams as you wrote in your school. That's a pre-final 1, pre-final 2, like that. English is a funny language. I will give simple example. I saw a saw, sawing a saw, such a saw I never saw. You see how wonder it is. In this, how many saws are there? Saw, and saw. Here is, what is this? Here, saw means it is verb. I saw. A saw. Here it is noun. I never saw. Here is a verb. So you have to command on which is verb, which is noun. Do you know this? How many of you know? Raise your hands.
Keep the 36 questions and 80 marks. This is the English. So I think you completed your education perfectly. So do your best. God will take the rest. Do your best. God will take the rest. And hope you write the exam fantastic way and you get more and more marks. Thank you very much.